Shenanigans and Tomfoolery. Hello world, Simsol Reborn here with some Shenanigans and Tomfoolery. We're going to be playing some Ark today, but first a message from Shang.
Hello YouTubers, YouTubies, people who watch Ark videos, and just generally bored people on the internet who stumbled across our video, perhaps by accident, for whatever reason. We're so happy to have you. Thank you so much for joining us. If you like what you see, please make sure to give us a big fat thumbs up, because we really appreciate the thumbs up. And where did I put the terror bird? I just made a terror bird saddle. I'm all excited, and we're going to go ahead and put a saddle on the terror bird, because they're fun.
Oh, we like what we see. So, speaking of what we see, this is the fort that Shang Raz built. Fort Raz! Awesome. Whoa, there he is.
Oh, I jumped right into a pit.
Yeah,
why did I jump into the pit? Nah.
I don't know.
Good thing I got orgies.
Yeah. So this is the fort that Shang Raz built. He made a few changes to it. We just wanted to go over these before we went and started working on Fort Simsol. So this is one thing he added. He added a fireplace. He tamed one of these goofy-looking lizards.
The Dimetrodon.
The Dimetrodon, yes.
This thing is pretty groovy. You stand next to it, and it helps to heal you, or it helps to balance out the temperature. So it behaves like the Kairuku, and I've got a bunch of Kairukus downstairs in a box, because, you know, where would you keep your Kairukus except in a box? And so I decided I wanted to have one of these guys up here, aptly named Heatwave, which is ironic because I ended up installing a fireplace anyway. The heat production off these guys is incredible, by the way. I don't know if you've had an opportunity to mess around with the fireplaces, but holy cow, they are effective to say the least. I go from snowflake to perfect. So, and they look so amazing. Did you see the colors? So pretty. This game should have marshmallows. I want to roast them.
Cool. So other things that Shang did is he added this little this catwalk, and he put all his raptors on top of it, so that whenever they do lay eggs, they drop them onto the just like they drop the poop here on the ground, so they're easy to pick up. Raptor eggs are kind of unique because they're red and they'll easily stand out on this black tar. I think Shang died.
I didn't die.
He didn't die. No dying. No dying occurred.
Not this time. I was just checking. By the way, we actually have 6 eggs, so this little method right here is working.
It's working.
Yeah.
Success! Alright, so he went ahead and tamed Hot and Bothered, which is this guy. He makes the egg production more lucrative. So what we do is we just keep him burdened with stone or whatever, and put him on waters so that he makes these little egg icons appear.
Yep.
Alright, so it looks like Shang is keeping his men over here so that they can keep the ladies interested in producing eggs.
Look at the egg. It's working. Raptor egg.
Raptor egg! While not being in the way.
It's amazing.
Alright, so down here he made a few changes. I think this is new. We added the industrial cooker, and we added this little area where we were keeping our beetle. And
I let the beetle get out because he was behaving. Well, actually, I was going to say well, but he wasn't behaving well. He was kind of slacking on his job, and I thought maybe if he took a walk, he wouldn't be so sad, and he could start making me some oil and stuff.
Yeah, beetles have this weird thing where they'll stop making oil. Sometimes, so what we found is that you just enable it, disable wandering, and then re-enable wandering, and that usually helps. Or you can just punch them.
That's what I was thinking. I just punched it.
It works.
I did.
So Shang also added another row of these smithies in order to store his resources, and added a stay warm room, because here in the snow biome it gets super cold, and by staying in here you can be among the Kuruku, which will keep them kind of warm, and then we have these additional fireplaces that can be lit and further affect warmness.
It's a snug little box.
Snug little box.
It's cool. I lined up the Kairuku this way. If you stand right in the middle, like in the back over here, if you have a snowflake, for example, the snowflake for me disappears. As soon as I stand amidst these Kairuku, it's like, oh, I'm so much warmer now. It's all good.
Me too. Cold. So, not cold.
I'm going to scoot them over a little bit.
It's awesome.
Hey, you went a lot further than that kind of works, actually.
Alright, so now we're going to go to my location where we plan on building Fort Simsol, and we'll meet you there. Alright, be right back. And we're back. Okay, so This is the building site of Fort Simsol. We're gonna actually be building in the water along this edge here, but we're gonna try to keep this rock more or less intact and start over here on the edge. So, and this is a great time to kind of blend into what we think is the best way to gather flint and yeah, just flint really. So you're looking at all this stone down here, and if you drop a Ankleo down there with a person, what you get is ungodly amounts of flint in like super fast amounts of time. So we're just going to demonstrate this, and then we're going to. Did I drop you? I dropped you.
Yeah, I got clipped.
Clipping. Stop the clipping. All right, so you just gotta drop a person in there. What is that? That's weird.
Oh, it's the new fish. It's
Yeah.
it's called a saber-toothed salmon, and the saber-toothed salmon gives you prime meats.
Are they aggressive?
Not I don't believe so.
Okay, so this only works on an Ankleo. We tried this with a Duodecarus, and he wouldn't even swing. So all you're
He was
gonna do
lazy.
is just drop the guy in and watch the guy go. So this is something you can do on your own. The cool thing about, see, he's just sort of gliding around, just tearing up rock like it's his business. Look at him go! So he's going, and we did this the other day, and in one like round of stamina, we were able to pull out over 1,000. I think it was 1,400 flint. Whoa! You
Oh,
killed a salmon.
I didn't mean to. I wasn't even like attacking it.
Death to the salmon.
I really like salmon, by the way. Salmon's so tasty.
Delicious,
Mm.
especially in sushi.
Oh man, I'm so in the mood for salmon sushi now.
That's gonna happen. It's in
Thanks.
the future.
Thanks, pal. Thanks.
You're welcome, buddy.
my life is incomplete now until I get some salmon sushi.
All right, so he's been at this for a second. You want to meet me on the dry land,
Sure.
and we'll inspect your. Oh, there's a dire wolf over there or something. You ever watch or dire bear?
Bring it. Bring
So,
it.
I just want to just show the audience
What lover is the bear?
all of the. See there, he's been in there just a few seconds and already has like multiple hundreds of flint. So this is what I think is the best way of gathering flint and the most fun. So there's that. So we're going to go ahead and do a little more prep work, clear out some of this rock, and then we're going to start building. So we'll be right. Okay, and we're back. So we got this area pretty cleared of rock, and what I've done is I've just gone ahead and pre-made some building materials, you know, a bunch of foundations and stuff. So we're going to actually be building right here in the water. This is the first time we're doing this, so we might run into some really fun bugs or something, or troubles.
They got bugs in the water.
Bugs
I'm
in the
nervous.
water. Alright, so without any further ado, I'm going to hop to it. Hop, hop, hop. So we have one challenge already, is that trying to figure out what's right about, you know, roughly parallel to the parallel and halfway across to the sides, because we want the corner to kind of be, you know, right up on that cliff is what we're aiming for. But we don't want to start there because I'm expecting the lowest area to be right here in the middle. So we'll probably just start right about here, I'm thinking. What do you think? Eye in the sky. How's my position?
Let me come on over and take a look. You had a very, very sketchy looking pteranodon that just needed to be wrecked. So I was endeavoring to do so. Your aim is to be about the dead center of the river?
About the dead center, facing parallel to the ground.
As far as I can tell, as far as the center is concerned, I think you pretty much nailed it.
Nailed it! Okay.
You stomped that. That looks pretty stinking good.
How about parallel?
Parallel between the,
Are you in combat?
yeah, it's a Meganura.
Parallel to the ocean, to the land. Dang it. Alright, you took too long.
I'm sorry.
Now I have stuff trying to eat me.
I'm sorry. Well, that stuff trying to eat me, man.
Stupid piranha. Alright. Hopefully that's, you know... Quetzals are cool. I didn't know you could actually land Quetzals in the ground. Or in the water here.
I didn't know that either. I suppose that's maybe just because they're so big that, you know, I don't know.
Alright, so...
Like, I can't imagine you do that over, like, the deep ocean or something. That'd be a heck of a bug.
Yeah, I was actually in the water, though, and he wasn't trying to fly away or anything.
Huh. That's
Alright,
interesting.
so I'll need your eye in the sky again.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm trying to be roughly parallel to the shoreline.
Piranha coming after you.
Stupid piranha. Alright.
Nope, crap.
Need me to save you?
Nah, I'm fine. It's not even chasing me, I don't think.
It is.
Well, can't catch me. Well, maybe it can, but it didn't.
Any more? Any more piranhas? Okay. This is probably good as place as any. Any more piranhas? Any more? No? Okay. Alright, so eye in the sky. How's my positioning?
Okay. Let me fly up. Oh. Alright. It looks like the left and right is almost perfect. You want to go toward the Quetzal just a little tiny bit.
Oh, to be center? I'm more worried about parallel.
Okay, you're trying to be parallel between the 2 points of land?
Yeah.
I think you're where you want to be.
Okay. So we're gonna start off right about like that. So we're at 3. This is great. We can stand up some. So this might be ideal. I'm expecting this to make water, getting water to the house a little easier. And that's probably it. Maybe fish collection.
I like fish.
Like fish too. Oh no, I broke that one. I will never be forgiven. Never! So I'm kind of curious if fish will actually swim over this. I'm not convinced they will.
It'd be kind of cool. I almost want to, like, antagonize a fish and swim over it just to see if it chases me.
Me too.
It'd be kind of cool.
Okay, so... There we go. Yep. So we'll go ahead and be right back. Alright, so this is a basic shape that we got. We're going to just put a layer above this with door frames circling the outside, and then put a layer of ceilings above that just so that we're not walking on water. And then we're going to lay down 3 layers of walls around the outside.
Time.
Yeah, wall time!
All time. So excited. Walls!
Ta-da! Walls! Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is place some ceilings and some catwalks so we have a place to start worrying about floors 2 and 3. There you go! Layers 1 through 3. So, next we're going to worry about 4 through 5, but first I want to give you a closer look at what we just did. Alright, so we placed some ramps that will give us a way to walk up to layer 3. And then along layer 1, we place catwalks. And we're going to put boxes as demonstrated by the awesome Shang Raz.
Exactly 2 boxes. No more, no less.
Yes, so these boxes are going to line all the way along the edge here. We'll do that towards the end. And they'll be here on the ends also. So you'll be able to get to these boxes from the top and from the bottom. That's the idea behind this design.
Dig it.
Alright, so here comes 3 and 4. And there it is. We added 2 more layers of walls, and then we added 1 layer of ceilings that acts as a ceiling to layer 3 and the 4 to layer 5, which is going to end up being the atrium where we store all the birds. So next we're going to go ahead and add layers 6 through 10. And done. So what you're looking at now is layers 6 through 12. The topmost is going to be for the garden where we're planting all our vegetables, and beneath that is where the birds will store. They're going to fly through the hole in the wall here, and if they need to get down to the bottommost layer, they're going to be able to go through the hole in the ceiling on layer 6. Next, we're going to go ahead and finish up the top, which is going to be the garden, and that's it. And there it is. So we went ahead and added the greenhouse walls and ceilings, and capped off the roof to the last layer. So all that's left is to put doors on, run water and electricity, and furnish it. So I'll do that now. Okay, so quite a bit of time passed. We've been working on furnishing this house for about 2 weeks now, and we've added quite a few things of note. One thing we added is this bridge going up to the DMZ, where we store our carnivores, that we can take to go out and get meat and have fun killing stuff and things and stuff. Additionally, we added this little archery ring along the outside. We'll show you more of that in a second. We added a taming area up top. Nothing crazy. We added some water. We left a hole in the side of the building here so that we could fly our Quetzals in and out of the atrium. The atrium is kind of a nod to EverQuest 2, when there was an entire zone that was dedicated to birds. So much like that, we have a zone dedicated to birds. So we added all the boxes. We have like 50 of them or so in the house, so we shouldn't run out of storage anytime soon. In order to get to the archery ring on the outside, you go in through this door here. If there was, say, like a Rex or something attacking the house, we could open a hatch and look down and shoot them. Bam, 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 bang. Dead Rex. That's the purpose of this ring. Further up this doorway is the garden. We have lots of vegetables already cooked, plenty of places for making narcotics. We have the capacity to make like 1,000 narcotics lickety-split. We have our poop factories, so you put poops in and then oil and fertilizer comes out, and that's it for the garden pretty much. Going down a level, you can see our crafting area. We have the ability to get in boxes from that are accessible from the 3rd and the 1st tier, and we have just about everything you could want in the crafting area, including an industrial forge. Industrial forges are awesome. And on the bottom floor, we have a bunch of preserving bins and beds. And one final thing that we added that I think is going to be super helpful is the ability to make charcoal. Charcoal, as you might know, is useful whenever you're trying to make gunpowder. So all we have to do is go across the street with a stream, and cut down a bunch of trees, come back and fill up these campfires, light them up. Then we can, when they're done cooking, just come here and take the charcoal off, go make gunpowder. It's a really efficient way to make gunpowder if you're having a hard time doing that right now. So that's everything that's in our house. I hope you really enjoyed this build. I really enjoyed showing it to you. If you liked it, go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. So thank you so much, and deuces!